Reactor Rama with Fordo Ford. Alright, man, what's happening? We back at it with another fucking video of Reactor Rama, bro. So, I did a poll recently. I don't know if y'all saw it in my community tab, but I want to give y'all a name. And I like the Reactor Rangers a lot. And I think that's currently in the lead. But there's more options that y'all could choose from. So y'all hit that community tab and vote for me. And if y'all like the Reactor Rangers, that's the name of y'all. All right. And we're going to be the Rangers reacting to some BS or whatever we react to today. You feel me? So without further ado, shout out to Secret Base for the video. We're going to react to Trae Young's postseason torment of the Knicks at MSG, deserving a deep rewind. So this is a part of their rewind series that they have on Secret Base. And if y'all know me, y'all know I love my Hawks. So I remember watching this series vividly, especially the first game when Trae won on a game-winning floater, telling MSG, it's quiet as fucking here. Yes, sir. So I'm excited for this video. If you are too, go ahead and like it up. And subscribe, bro, please. We are on the way to 1,000 subscribers, and I want to give my first giveaway once I reach that 1,000 mark. So y'all do me the favor and tell a friend to subscribe to the community today. Please and thank you. All right? Let me stop yapping, and let's get to reacting. All right? Let's do it.
It's May 23rd, 2021.
Yeah.
We're in New York for the opening game of the first round series between the visiting Atlanta Hawks and hometown Knicks.
Yeah, this is what I was just explaining. Damn.
In the final seconds, this matchup could be very well headed to overtime.
Damn, I feel bad because I just explained what went down without even knowing that they were going to specifically talk about this game. Jesus Christ. Well, that's the video. I'm fucking tripping. Let's keep going, man. Damn.
Before we see what comes next, it's important to understand that this is more than just a playoff game for these fan bases. How these once lowly franchises are on new trajectories, and how a star in the making has a chance to break out on the big stage. To do all that, we gotta rewind.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, hey there. Let me put you in some game real quick. If you didn't know about our Patreon, then you need to change that. Over there, you can find tons of exclusive stuff every Monday, like episodes of Pretty Good, our podcast, and so much more. So treat yourself and become a subscriber. But for now, let's get back to the action. The Mecca.
Yes.
Madison Square Garden.
Yes.
Hosting a tightly contested playoff battle in one of the NBA's premier arenas just feels right. Just peep the Knicks faithful on their feet, hoping for free basketball if this goes to OT. These fans haven't had a chance to experience their team live in quite some time, and it comes at a crucial moment because this building hasn't seen important hoops in nearly a decade.
Mm-hmm.
This crowd hit the stands as soon as they were allowed to. In a post-COVID world where folks sought any type of normalcy, when MSG announced they would be reopening their doors, tickets sold out instantly.
Yeah.
Postseason basketball comes with more stakes, of course, but Knicks fans would have packed out the Garden even if it was like Game 16 or something.
Right.
Despite being kicked in the face for over 20 years of suffering through agonizing seasons, Knicks fans have developed an underdog-like mentality, always showing up thick in support for their boys in orange and blue. 2 decades worth of losing under terrible ownership sounds damn near impossible, but that's not what this video is about. And you'll be better served watching my pal Seth put his New York tears on display.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a recipe of people who don't care about constantly being hurt by their team, pent up aggression from the pandemic, and a major game, you get a crazed atmosphere. When the announcers weren't repeatedly letting the audience at home know how loud it was in the building, you could feel the energy through the screen. Felt no better than this deep trade from Emmanuel Quickly that nearly sent Spike Lee into a heart attack. While I'm sure they would have preferred a comfortable lead here, getting outside and hitting the Mecca for a thrilling matchup must be a delight. Obviously, a win would be great, but unlike years past, this crowd can sense a real future for this team. why it was widely viewed as one of the worst teams in the association coming into this season.
Yeah.
I guess a 21-45 record the prior year, where the coach got fired mid-season, doesn't inspire much confidence, but the Knicks appeared ready to shake things up. With new team president Leon Rose at the helm, the franchise searched for a new skipper in the offseason and landed on Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah. Those two pickups were very, very key to the New York Knicks' success today. I will give them that because, like my boy just said, they were trash for some time. So to be able to pick up a defensive-minded coach that you can hear louder than anybody else in the fucking arena when you're watching games, it's crazy. And then a basketball brilliant mind of Leon Rose, like, do your homework on Leon, bro. That man is a brilliant, brilliant basketball mind for sure.
As a grizzled vet in the coaching world, finding success in his past stops, Tibbs garnered respect across the league, but experts believe the hire lacked imagination. He was a tough-minded defense-first coach, famously known for overworking his players.
Yes.
Now tasked with rebuilding a young roster.
Yes. He is very, very known for overplaying the fuck out of his players, bro. The Knicks could have beat the Pacers last season, but Brunson was hurt, Josh Hart was hurt, OG Anunoby was hurt, Julius Randle was still hurt, Mitchell Robinson. That's 5 core pieces at the time of that series. They were all hurt, and that's damn near you starting 5, bro. So it sucks that you got to run your superstars to the fucking ground when you got a whole roster full of players that can play basketball, clearly, if they're selected on the roster. So play the other niggas to the floor and reserve your superstars for the bigger moments. Hence, if y'all were to beat the Pacers, y'all could have played Boston in the Eastern Finals last season. But no. You, Mr. Thibodeau, want to run your motherfucking superstars and cut they damn legs off. And heads, why don't you? Fuck it. You gotta do better, coach. I'm just being real with you.
Paper, the move didn't make sense, and media members believed the Knicks would continue down the road of incompetence they've traveled for so long. Except Tibbs snatched the wheel and shockingly steered this team in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
They entered the All-Star break as the 5th seed in the Eastern Conference, nearly surpassing their expected win total throughout the entire season. Journalists credited Tibbs' no-nonsense approach as he injected new life into a team that had no direction. Besides transforming the team into a stout defensive unit that never gave up on plays, Tibbs helped elevate the game of nearly every player on the roster, but Julius Randle was the star of the show. Unable to land Kevin Durant to the fans' best wishes, New York acquired Randle in the offseason last year, and after a rather disappointing season, journalists were ready to ship him out of the Big Apple instantly. Under Tibbs, Randle has shown glimpses of a true franchise player in the making, blowing his career highs out of the water, and was essentially a lock for most improved player. Alongside the core roster that Tibbs entered the season with, Knicks brass added to their firepower by swinging a deal to land Derrick Rose, who had a huge impact solidifying them as legit postseason contenders. For a season that was initially penned as a rebuilding year, the Knicks shocked the league and entered this series against the Hawks as slight favorites, especially since their newfound star looked unguardable in their season sweep over ATL. But tonight, the lights might have been a bit too bright for Randle in his postseason debut.
They were bright.
They
were bright as fuck for that dude. They were bright as fuck for that dude on possibly, if not one of the biggest stage in basketball, being the Mecca, Madison Square Garden. Yeah, that nigga was nervous. Clearly, the stat line shows that he shit the bed. Clearly.
Relative non-factor for a squad all game, shooting atrocious numbers from the field. But in his absence, the Knicks were able to hang tight with the Hawks. The bench unit especially picked up the slack with Alec Burks dropping buckets.
Yeah.
But it was the veteran Rose hitting crucial shots late to keep New York alive.
Facts.
As the Knicks found themselves down 2 late in the fourth, Rose knocked down a floater over the outstretched arms of a Hawks defender to potentially force overtime.
Of a Hawks defender, just say John Collins, nigga. Of a Hawks defender. Put some respect on John Collins, the Baptist, nigga. A Hawks defender. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. Put some respect on this man named John Collins, bro. You know what I mean? Boy, he was nice too, bro. I mean, he not with Atlanta no more. He with Utah. But still, the nigga got a name. Say the name. That fucked up, bro.
But right now, the Hawks could stun this crowd with a basket and steal
Yeah.
the opening game on the road. They would
Yeah.
probably crush this diehard NY fan base in attendance, but to keep it real, it ain't like ATL has thrived over these past years either. This is Atlanta's first postseason appearance since 2017. Sure, they had their string of success in the early 2010s, but when you get so close just to crumble immediately,
Yeah.
the fall from grace feels so much worse.
Yeah.
The true meltdown started here in head coach Mike Budenholzer's final year with the franchise in 2018. Similarly to NY, the Hawks have been under new leadership with team president Travis Schlenk and head coach Lloyd Pierce taking over.
I remember this.
But they couldn't replicate that same type of winning that Rose and Tibbs found in year one.
Right.
Unlike the Knicks, the Hawks entered this season as a team on the rise, as media members believe they can make a playoff push thanks to their busy offseason acquiring vets to supplement a young core. Except, nearly halfway through the season, they looked far from a playoff team. Their offseason additions didn't amount to much because of injuries, and after a terrible stretch that saw ATL drop 7 out of 8 games in February, the team decided it was time for a change and canned Pierce, promoting interim coach Nate McMillan. Similar to Tibbs, McMillan is cut from that old school cloth.
Mm-hmm.
He's a hard-nosed dude who would rather grind out games and turn them into defensive battles, as he showed during his tenures with the Trailblazers and Pacers.
And a lot of people don't know either that Nate McMillan actually did play in the NBA. If I'm not mistaken, he was the backup point guard for Gary Payton and the Seattle Sonics back in the 90s. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's facts. So just to give you some perspective, bro, like I love when solid NBA players can really translate that into being great coaches. Like that is so important and so vital. A lot of people don't know this either. Phil Jackson, the infamous coach of the 2 3-peats of Chicago and the 1 3-peat of the LA Lakers. He was also an NBA player. Pat Riley, the godfather of the NBA, let people tell you. He was also in the NBA. Bill Russell, he coached the Celtics. He was actually the first black head coach. And he goddamn played in the NBA. All of them had incredible careers. You feel me? Steve Kerr is another one. He was a part of that team that Phil Jackson coached. I think the second 3-peat. Yes, with MJ and Dennis Rodman and Scottie. Yes. Now look at him coaching a dynasty in the Golden State Warriors. Come on. It's beautiful to see great basketball minds continue being coaches after they're retired. And I even shoot out of the bat in hell, bro. Like JJ Redick is also a great basketball mind. Being a coach, he gonna get there. This is first time coaching, so I ain't gonna say he's a great coach, but he's a great basketball mind, and I do see potential in him being greater than he already is as a coach. So we just got to see as far as that goes. But anyways, enough rambling. Let's go. Back to reacting.
And similar to Tibbs' hiring in NY, once the Hawks made the switch to McMillan, journalists doubted the move. They believed the Hawks were more than a flawed team, and a coaching change wouldn't magically fix their issues. But I'm sure you see the theme here. The Hawks soared under McMillan,
Facts.
finishing the season with an impressive 27-11 record. They bought in more on defense, mirroring the energy of their ferocious coach, and the switch to McMillan coincided with the team's major free agent additions Danilo Gallinari and Bogdan Bogdanovic returning to form. The Hawks were a huge shocker entering the playoffs, considering how they started the season.
Yeah.
They came into this game as underdogs, but have held their own, largely in part thanks to clutch shots from their new additions to the franchise.
Yeah.
Atlanta is in position to wrap this thing up if they knock down a shot. McMillan's culture shift has benefited the Hawks with signs pointing to a promising future, but that future mostly lies on the shoulders of this dude dancing with the rock at the top of the key.
Yeah, Ice Trae.
Atlanta selected Trae Young in 2018 after completing a controversial draft day trade with the Dallas Mavericks for Luka Doncic. The controversy, media members believe the Hawks were giving up a generational talent in Doncic. Now, Young was no slouch. He entered the draft as a highly rated prospect out of the University of Oklahoma.
Before you continue, bro, this trade, I'm still happy that it went down, but if it did not go down and Luka actually played for the Atlanta Hawks, nigga, I feel like we could have won a title with this nigga. Because I feel like Atlanta would have done a better job at putting some pieces around a caliber player like Luka. It may take some time, like it did with him playing in Dallas and with Trae playing in Atlanta. It took some time to get some pieces around these two gentlemen that can really complement their game to reach far in the playoffs. Excuse me. But if that trade never happened, I feel like Luka would have brought a championship to the Hawks, bro. I really do feel that. Or if not, we would have been in the finals. That the same season in 2021 that we are breaking down right now, Luka, if Luka was on that team, the Atlanta Hawks would have been NBA champions of that season. I strongly feel that way. And it's not Hawks bias either. I just strongly feel like Luka would have dominated versus Giannis. And it would have been a great entertaining series to see nonetheless.
Feel me? Shoot the lights out the gym. The Hawks believe that with Trae's talent and the return they received from Dallas, the franchise would be better set up for success long term. Some media members just didn't see it happening, especially considering Trae had a poor start in Summer League. Luckily for Trae and the Hawks, a stint in Vegas doesn't define a person.
Right.
In his debut season, Trae proved to be an offensive assassin, earning a unanimous all-rookie first-team selection. He followed up that year with an all-star nod in his second season, further showing he could hang amongst the NBA's elites. The kid truly had talent, but with the team still early in the rebuilding process, Atlanta didn't have much to show for it in their first two seasons. Experts believe management needed to surround their young star with more help if the franchise wanted to see success. And what do you know it? McMillan's impact can't be understated, but with the playmakers the team added, Trae didn't have to shoulder carrying the team on a nightly basis. He could operate more as a facilitator and count on his teammates to actually knock down shots.
Yeah.
But if he wanted to turn it up, he could drop a 30-piece on his opponents at any given moment.
Yeah.
Experts believe Tibbs would attack Trae on defense, the weakest link in his game. But ultimately, Trae's ability to knock down shots efficiently and get his mates going would determine the series. And tonight, Trae showed the best of both worlds. When defenders sagged off daring him to shoot, he had the vision and accuracy to hit his squad with pinpoint passes.
Yes, sir.
Like the monster alley-oop the teammate John Collins.
Now you want to say the nigga name. At first, he was an Atlanta defender. Now, he's Trae Young's teammate, John Collins. Fuck, nigga, get it right the first time, bro.
Lame, bro. He could pull the shot and drill the deep Trae ball. When they attacked, the Hawks hit the Knicks with screen after screen, freeing up Trae to get downhill and navigate through traffic, hitting clean floaters.
Facts.
New York had to pick their poison guarding him, but Trae killed the Knicks and the crowd by living at the line. He could dribble the air out the ball, pick it up, take off, and stop on a dime to bait defenders into fouling. It irritated the hell out of Knicks defenders and angered the crowd as he went perfect from the stripe.
Yeah.
But the biggest pair of free throws came late in the fourth. As Trae slowly dribbled up the court, he turned on the Jets, made a move with a cross, attacking the rim to draw the foul, and knocked down both shots to give the Hawks a 2-point lead. After D Rose's clutch basket to tie it up, that brings us here. In an epic return to live sporting events, these New York fans, hungry to see their squad, have been blessed with the thriller. They weren't supposed to be here, but with a hard-nosed coach pushing effort and a blossoming franchise player in the making, this is a new era for the Knicks. The Hawks entered the season with expectations, but it took McMillan leading them to see their true potential. But Trae Young is the engine that keeps Atlanta going. He had his doubters coming into the league, but has since silenced his critics and has the opportunity to have a career-defining moment on a large stage. It could all come down to this. Welcome to a moment in history.
Here is Young, finds his spot. Young on the floater, puts it in.
It's quiet as fucking here. Quiet as fucking here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. I love that video, bro. I love that moment in basketball history. And that's all that got right now. Shout out to Secret Base once again for the video, man. This was an incredible video. Thank you for the walk down memory lane. That was the Hawks' year to win, but Giannis wanted it more. And if they ain't never hurt my boy Trae Young during that series, that would have been a different conversation of how that series would have ended. I'm going to just be 100. Keep it tall with y'all niggas. But anyways, enough of that. Comment your favorite part of this video down below. Like it up. And subscribe, please. Like I said again in the beginning, I'm on the way to 1,000 subscribers. And I want to do my first giveaway once I reach that mark. So please tell a friend to tell a friend. And we're going to keep doing this shit every day. We're going to keep it rocking. All right? See y'all on the flip ski. Let's get it.